now we're going to demonstrate the hand tapper. And the purpose of the hand tapper is to keep the tap perpendicular to the work, so we're not tilting any direction. Okay, so we're going to tap this quarter-inch hole, and the hose was actually drilled at 201 with a number 7 drill. We have chamfer on it just so the tap will start easier and to keep that first thread from kicking up and cutting someone. And with this hand tapper, we have a guide back here that we can loosen for different parts, and we can make it wider. We can loosen this up, we can move this back. It's got different holes for bigger parts, and I don't need to clamp my part tight, just barely snug up on it, so that's okay if it moves a little bit. I just don't want it to turn. So now I have to pick my collet. On the hand tapper is a series of collets on the back, so I'm going to use this collet and I'm going to use this tap. Okay. Now if I were going to do a lot of them, I would turn this screw in and lock my tap in, but I'm not. I'm just going to do one. Put a little bit of oil on it. That's actually a lot of oil, and that's okay. But when I turn this, you can feel it pop up and lock. And that's the way we start, just right there, okay? So what I'm going to do is hold this side down, because sometimes when you're pushing on this side, it may try to flip up like that, and then your hose is going to go crooked. So we're just going to start it in like this, and I feel a little pressure, so I'm going to use the shorter handle so I don't put too much pressure. About a half a turn back up, half a turn back up. And it really depends on the metal. If I'm doing some aluminum and brass, non-ferrous metals, I may want to go about 2 turns before I back up. And if I'm using a cheap tap, a dull tap, it's going to take a little harder to cut. And this tap doesn't feel like it's cutting really that well. So it may not be that great of a tap. So we're just going to take it through like this, back it up every once in a while, and I want to make sure the part's held down flat, keep it from rotating. About 2 blocks there keep it from rotating, and I'm through. And I keep going through a little bit because remember, about that much of the tap, quarter-inch of the tap is lead. So now I'm going to take it out. So I do want to hold my tap like this to keep it straight as I come out. Just like that. Okay. So here's my tap, so you can see the chips in it. Put my guide back where it should be. And there's my thread. It's a 1/4 thread with a nice chamfer on it. And we have a 3/8/16 and a 1/2 20. So this is your finished test block. It'll have a counterbore, countersink ream, and 3 threads. 2 of the threads you're going to do by hand. 1 of the threads you'll do with the hand tapper.